Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on the Crimson Cruiser, the car that's single-handedly redefining the term average. With a paint job the color of a fine wine, if your wine is made from supermarket grapes, this four-wheeled wonder is the epitome of mid-level commitment. Its headlights mimic the focused gaze of a suburban dad eyeing the grill. And with aerodynamics inspired by the classic brick, you'll feel the sheer thrill of reaching highway speeds only slightly faster than a determined tortoise. The Crimson Cruiser. When you want to say I've arrived, but you don't want to make a fuss about it. Prepare to be astonished by the Scarlet Speedster, a car that's part superhero, part enigma, and entirely coated in the color of racing passion. It's as if a sports car drank an entire energy drink, flexed its muscles, and decided to hit the gym instead of the track. Its aerodynamics look like they were designed by a committee of 8-year-olds with a need for speed and a love for action figures. With exhaust pipes that suggest it can jet off to Mars, this machine is more ready for a space odyssey than a Sunday drive. The Scarlet Speedster, because who needs subtlety when you've got style? Introducing the Futuristo Fantasia, a car that's taken a few too many sips of science fiction. With a shape that defies the wind, it's like a bullet train got cozy with a spaceship. Those aren't wheels, they're polished UFOs, ready to roll you into a new dimension of dubious stairs. Its silver sheen is so bright, you'll need sunglasses at night. And the exhaust. It doesn't puff out smoke, it whispers dreams of tomorrow. The Futuristo Fantasia, because who needs the present when you can drive into the future and confuse everyone along the way? Here she is, the Phantom Float, gleaming like a bar of soap on wheels. With curves that defy conventional beauty and a chassis that swears it's the future, though we can't confirm which one, it's a mobile enigma. The headlights look like they're squinting against the sheer brilliance of its own paint job, and the grille seems to whisper, "I'm smiling, can't you tell?" Let's not even speak of the side portholes, which offer passengers a submarine-esque view of the asphalt sea. The Phantom Float, truly a yacht of the streets, for those who dare to drive differently. Introducing the Ruby Riddle, a car that appears to have been designed with a why not philosophy. Its curves are as perplexing as a cryptic crossword, and the rear profile raises more questions than a toddler in a philosophy class. With taillights peering out like the eyes of a nocturnal creature caught in the headlights, and mirrors so dainty they could be mistaken for a decorative afterthought, this vehicular enigma is a head-turner, or perhaps a head-scratcher. The Ruby Riddle. It's not just transportation, it's a conversation starter on wheels, coated in a shade of intrigue. Roll out the red carpet for the Noir Baron, a car that looks like it's on a permanent stealth mission from the past. Cloaked in a glossy black that could absorb sunlight and secrets alike, it boasts curves that swoop and swoon like a melodrama queen. The headlights peer out like the guarded eyes of a spy, while the grille could double as the pinstripe suit of a 1930s gangster. With fenders that bulge like a bodybuilder's biceps, the Noir Baron is less a mode of transport and more a dramatic entrance no one asked for. The Noir Baron, when your car needs to be as mysterious as your intentions. Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to the Tangerine Dream, a car that dares to ask, what if an orange and a minivan had a love child? With a dome that could house a family of circus clowns and a color that screams, I've escaped from a traffic cone convention. It's a masterpiece of questionable decisions. The wheels turn with the enthusiasm of a lazy Sunday, and the headlights look as surprised to be here as you are. The Tangerine Dream, because life's too short to drive something inconspicuous. Presenting the Vermilion Vortex, the automobile that seems to have been sketched by a rogue artist with a flair for the dramatic and a passion for the color wheel's loudest section. This machine has swoops and arches that make you question the sanity of straight lines. It's slathered in a shade of red that whispers sweet nothings to speed cameras. The headlights don't just illuminate, they pierce the very fabric of the night, while the wheels look ready to tattoo the tarmac. The Vermilion Vortex, not just a car but a rebellion against the mundane. Step aside for the Bordeaux Behemoth, a car that scoffs at the concept of subtlety with every inch of its vast vineyard-inspired body. This is the kind of car that whispers grandeur and screams excess, with a hood long enough to land a small aircraft and a stance that suggests it's ready to challenge a locomotive to a duel. The Behemoth is all about making statements that nobody thought needed making. The headlights stare defiantly, as if to say, "Yes, I am indeed this wide." The Bordeaux Behemoth, redefining what it means to occupy space on the road. Introducing the Polar Pod, the vehicle that looks like it was designed by a polar bear with a penchant for pebbles. It's the vehicular equivalent of a snowball in a summer garden, standing out with its bulbous features and an aesthetic that defies all earthly conventions. The headlights look like the bewildered eyes of a woodland creature, while the tires resemble chunky donuts ready to roll you to the nearest igloo. The Polar Pod. For when you absolutely, positively, want to make every entrance as quirky as a penguin in a tuxedo.